figured I'd go live for a little bit. Maybe I got like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. See what we can do. Back to this guy. Probably won't be speaking too much. So let's see. Okay. Forget where I left off. Started building a shadow there. All the kids are outside playing. It's nice weather out. They're all staying to their respective yards. Oops. DMRRT. Hello, how are you? How's it going? See, I don't know about this. See, I don't like that. Let me see. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. When you hit it in render, it's not that bad. It's not too bad. I can live with it, I think. I need my blend. Where's my blend? I think I'm just using multiply, right? Yeah. Ooh, it's really dark. Huh. Or, it's not too bad. Let me see. Huh. Let's do these. Let's put these on the other side. Let's change. Let's get rid of this. Whoops. Well, that is weird. Oh, I see. Or do I? Wow, does anyone see that? This is kind of strange. See, like the wood texture is, I didn't actually plug in anything into the mat, and yet it's being cut to the arm. That's kind of odd. Wonder why. Huh, that's interesting. Let me go into the other arm, see. I was not expecting that. Let me turn this off. Huh. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. That's this one's a mystery to me. If I turn this off, that was weird. I don't know if anyone saw that. Maybe in the replay, the wood texture was being cut by the arm, despite the fact there was nothing plugged into the port. Look, it's doing it. You see that? Look, there's nothing plugged into the port. I say that one's a bit of a mystery to me. I'm not quite sure why it's behaving that way. It shouldn't. Something's not right. Something's not working right. GG boy. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys. Long time no see. Yep. Been watching your tutorials. It's been a great help, says Feed Fancier. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. I haven't really made any new tutorials, I think, in over a year, mainly because of the lack of time. Right now, I feel like I have like maybe 20 minutes on my hand. The kids are all out. You can hear them outside the window. They're outside playing. So I have like maybe 20 minutes to kind of goof around and do a little bit of, this is for fun, you know. Hope you guys have been well, hanging in there, staying healthy. This is just a little fun project that I've been doing for myself. Got a little bit of nice weather, so all the kids are outside. Like I said, playing around, having fun. Let's take a look at the base. Right now I'm just putting texture on this whole guy. Because why not? Let's go into the body. Let's grab this wood. I mean, that was really weird behavior. That was the arm being cut over there. It shouldn't have been doing that. I'm not quite sure why it was doing that. And try and build it from scratch, and maybe just to see if it doesn't behave oddly like that again. Really weird. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. There's a knot right there. Maybe I can put that knot. Maybe I can use that knot. Let me see. See that knot right there? It looks kind of cool. Nice distinguishing feature right there. So I'm going to kind of crop this to fit. So that knot is right there. Can we get some animation work where we watch you do your thing? Right now, I'm just kind of building. If you want, I could show you some of the method to the madness on this guy. I mean, he's incomplete. So right now, I just have a 3-point constraint set up so that I can get this guy to get this much movement. I mean, obviously the face is not perfect, but it's going to be cut at least. So that's in play. You set this. Next thing, so I would have it like this. And, he would gesture around like such. So, but I'd have to build maybe the poses to fit. So I'm not quite there at the animation phase yet. I'm still building. So it's typically not a good idea to do any sort of animation until you have your rig kind of like where you want it to be. If that makes sense, I hope. Okay, let's get back to the base. Blending. Okay, I want to keep this multiply. It's kind of dark. It's a little too dark. Sure. Just pull it back a little bit. Yep. That works pretty good. Base and fix that up. Maybe I'll put a generator on this actually. Tips on how to use constraints. Specify how they will be manipulated by other pegs. Well, right now I'm using a 3-point constraint. That's this guy right here. All right, I'll do really quickly. Let me do a quick save. And rectangle. I'll make a rectangle. Spelled it wrong. Here, I'll pull it over here so it's separate. And I'll just put the rectangle over here in the corner. Whatever, rectangle, square, whatever. So we can take, let's just talk about a 3-point, or maybe just a 2-point because it's simple. So here's a 2-point constraint. And right now it needs a peg, 2 pegs to push against. So we'll just put in 2 pegs. So one in that port, in the left port, one on the right port. And the next thing we need to do is set the pivots for those 2 pegs. So whatever, here's one on the bottom. And here's the other one. I'll put that at the top. And now they're not perfect. I mean, they're not perfectly aligned, but so now when I grab either one of those two pegs, so let's just say the top one, when I manipulate the top one, the 2-point constraint is using the bottom one as a reference point to push and pull against. And the 2-point in particular has a lot of these parameters in here that affect how much squash and stretch is applied to the element as you manipulate it. I chose not, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I originally had a 2-point inside of the body of this guy, but chose to just do a 3-point so that I can kind of keep the bottoms. So I have a peg here, I have a peg here, and then I just have one on the top. And the two on the bottom just root his base a little more. The downside to that is you lose all the fun squash and stretch. If you just show the controls, you can see it gives you controls that you can grab to help manipulate. The other thing too is if you turn your animation tools off on that layer, it's kind of smart. Like wherever you click it, it's going to guess that it wants you to grab that particular constraint. So that's kind of handy to do. To, toggle that on and off as you need to. That's basically how they work. Honestly, they can get a little more complex than that, but that's the gist. And again, I chose to do a 3-point on the guy's body here. I have one down in that corner, down in that corner, and I have a top so that the bottom can be nice and fixed, and there's no oddities. David Manny, is there any way to learn it fast? No, there is no. There is no such thing as a way to learn it fast. It's a very complex system. It's a very complex piece of software, and there's no such thing as fast. If you want it to be done right, and it takes a long time. I teach a course. I teach at SVA in New York City, and the kids always, it takes them around 3 months. The course 3 to 4 months to at least get a beginner's grasp on how it works. So there's no such thing as fast. Chihuahua, what's up, Chihuahua? How you doing, dude? Feed, I'm glad I was able to give you some help. I have to roll soon. I can't really hang too much longer. I've been up for 17 minutes. I can't hang too much longer. I'm going to try and finish texturing the top of this. But no, there's no such thing as shortcuts. Sorry. What was I doing? Oh, we're going to do the top part. So let's just, no, I don't want that one actually. Let's go back to the body. Let's just dupe this again. Dupe. Harmony is a very, oh, whoops. It's not even named. I should name that. I should probably also just stick this into a bag. I'm going to call this hat, for lack of a better word. Paste this in there. I don't know what to call this. Hat. I'm just going to call it hat. Let's just keep texturing this guy. Oh, I was going to put a... I'm transitioning from Flash. It takes ages to figure out the system. These tutorials, as well as Bird Brain and Skin. You guys are great. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't updated any of mine in a long time. It's just a matter of having time to do any more, to do new ones. But I also came from Flash, and that's kind of how I centered all my tutorials around, was the person going out of Flash into Harmony. So that was always my mindset, excuse me. Oh yeah, I was going to put a generator in here. Let me see. Let's see. I'll do the generator, and I might have to sign out. Let's see. I guess that's okay. Let me keep it that shape. It's fine. What was it? Oh, this. Okay, now we're talking. Let's turn this down to like a 0. Okay, it's not quite what I want. Let me see. No. Yeah, maybe distance is what I want. That's it, parametric. It's better. Oops. There we go. That's a little better. So now I have a matte generator in here that I can control the ramp here on this. So just so it's a little cleaner. Maybe I'll pull this down. 5, maybe a little less even. You guys want to die? You can basically go ahead. Okay. Generator do? Well, I'm just calling it that. It's actually the animated matte generator. I was just calling it by the generator. It creates mattes and allows you to animate them over time. Kind of similar to how After Effects uses mattes and animates mattes over the course of time, but it was used extensively in Klaus, and that's kind of how they were able to get that tone effect by using lots and lots of animated matte generators, because these things you can animate them over time and they're able to snap to color. So that's how they were able to create all of those tone mattes with relative ease. Okay. Let's get back to this. Turn this off. The only problem with them is that I'm going to put a visibility on it. Turn it off and GL. There we go. So what I did just there right now was the animated matte generator always wants to just kind of be in the way. So, but if I put a visibility node on it, it just allows me to turn it off in the OpenGL. So now it's no longer in my way. Oh, I got values on this. That's not good. Let me see. Let me undo. Well, that was silly. Oh. Okay, let's just take care of the top. Okay. And we'll put a blend on it. Multiply. Oops. Multiply. Where are you? Okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's really dark. I might put a generator up here in the hat. Maybe just to give it a little bit of a tone. I could probably even use the top as, I'll find out. Use itself as a highlight. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. It's the internal. Let's see. See, that's kind of nice. Let me maybe just reverse this. How's that look? So that's kind of nice. Gives it a nice rounded, soft. Softens it just a little bit. So I just use the top, the top shape here. I used it as itself to generate its own mat, and then I used the mat generator to control. But I don't want any there. I don't want the highlight doing any more. What's that? Soft, but it's just as, gives it a little bit of small amount of volume. Let's take care of the nub. Oh, wait, the nub. Hold on, let's think for a second. Let's take the nub out of that. One more. Call this wood. Let's call this hat. Top. Just need a little chunk. Let's find a good chunk. I probably could also be using extra, leave some extra texture in there. Whoops. That's actually not too bad. Let me see. That's cool. Put it over there like that. And I want to trim it up just so it's not absurdly large. Oops. All right. So let's just do it real quick. So what I'll do for now is put a keyframe down. Copy, paste. Let's see what we can. Hey, undo that, and then do this. I need to do. So now I'm just playing with posing him around, how he would look. Oops. Peg down here. Come on. Here we go. Sort of something like that. So the other thing too about this, what I'm doing at this moment is, so like I'm not finished rigging him, but I am trying to see what his limitations are as I move him around. To see what else I need to fix. Don't like his head, or his face. I'd like to fix that. I do have the idea of what needs to happen. Like I'd like to get some depth to the top somehow. So that's gonna be the next thing I try to figure out. And his body does have. Hold on. I do. So he does have this also. So I can get a slight curve. Oh, and I have deformation in the wood too. I forgot about that. So if I wanted to, I could, tweak the wood. You give it a little bit of bend. I debated putting a quad map in there, and I actually still may, honestly, because the quad map will allow me to bend the texture. So that's where we are with this guy so far. Give me some thought. Think about his eyes. I think they're flat. Let me make them a little more rounded. I don't know. Say flat. I mean, I don't think the gyroid designs have any sort of gradient to them. So it's about that for now, anyway. I think Twitch would be better, less buggy than YouTube. I mean, why are you saying buggy? What do you mean by that? Is there any sort of frame rate issues? I don't care about Twitch. Twitch doesn't. Whatever. I'm not interested. I do. I stream on Twitch, but I don't. I mean, when you say buggy, I don't know what that means. What's buggy in YouTube? I mean, it appears my cursor is moving just fine in terms of lagging. There's no lag. I don't see any lag. Like right now, I'm just flipping back and forth between keys. So if you're detecting that, there's any sort of lag. There's no lag. So besides, I don't really plan on keeping these streams much longer. I'm going to probably delete them. I don't need them, just for fun. Oops, what was in that body? What do I not like about this? Should probably put some sort of peg in here to control all of this stuff. Body. And I'm not quite sure. I mean, I guess. Like what? It should probably be down by the base. And let's just make sure that. Yeah, it's a little off. Good. Time is it? I gotta roll. I think I gotta go. I think it's time to roll out. Yeah, so this is just a thing I'm doing for fun, guys. I don't know. I do this whenever I have time, which is not to say much these days. Who knows? I'm probably gonna roll out. In fact, yes, it's already almost 3:30 here, so I'm gonna go. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna roll out. Thank you so much for dropping by, and thanks for all the chat. It was fun. I'll have to do it again soon. Bye.